Hi lovelies. So today I kind of wanted to do a little video about journaling, and since it's the end of February, I thought it might be fun to do a little mood board for March. So this is something I do at the end of each month for the next month. I like to do mood boards to kind of get myself psyched up for the new month, and it kind of gives me like goals to look forward to, and kind of set up the vibe for the month. And like, I know I do have a vision board for the year, but doing it monthly kind of breaks down the things I want to do, the goals I want to achieve, and just so it's not, because sometimes looking at your vision board, it's so overwhelming because there's so many things on there. But doing little monthly ones, even like, it just sets the mood or the tone for the month. And yeah, it gives me something to look forward to and something to reflect on as well. And then when I look at my vision board, I can be like, oh my god, I did this, or I worked towards this in February, I worked towards this in July. And yeah, it kind of also helps to break down those goals in the vision board into much more, doable kind of things. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the one I did for February so you can kind of understand what I mean by mood board. And let me show you. I'll just put this on here. So I showed this in my last video, but this is my junk journal. It's from Martina's Tiny Store. Highly recommend. This is a junk journal because it's made specifically for junk journaling. It's made really well. It's just really pretty to have as well, and I don't know, it just makes you like, I want a junk journal because, oh, look at this. So yeah, and do my February mood board because I think it was one of my favorite ones that I've done. This was my February mood board, and I absolutely love it. February is my birthday month, so I had a lot of what I wanted for my birthday. I did like a little cute picnic for my birthday, so I had some inspo photos of what I wanted. On my actual birthday, I did like a little solo day kind of day where I went to a museum, went to a cafe, did, really cute stuff, journaling, reading. And yeah, I feel like I achieved a lot of this. And it really honestly set me up for the month in terms of what I wanted the month to look like. And also because Valentine's Day as well, I decided to go for like kind of pinks and reds in the spread. But yeah, that was my February one. So I want to do something similar in terms of like setup and everything. So I'm just going to run you through what I actually do to make this. So basically what I do first of all is kind of write down. You don't even need to write it down. You just kind of brainstorm what you want this month to be. So March in Australia is the beginning of autumn, or fall, however you want to say it. So it's still quite warm in March, so I wouldn't say it's like autumn vibes, but it's getting there. And what I love about mood boards is that you can do whatever, and I kind of also want to use it to manifest outfits, or like, you know, I want my wardrobe to look like. I love transition periods because of the outfits. So I think I want to include some fashion aspects in here too. So I've written down a few things in my journal about what I want for this upcoming month. So let's see. So for March, definitely fashion. Color theme. I like to go for a color theme sometimes because it can really set the mood and set the theme of the month. I think for March, for me, because it's still kind of a bit summery and it's going into autumn, I think I might want a red theme. I'm thinking of a red theme. It's not set in stone yet, but I think that's where I've headed. Yeah. Things I want to achieve or do this month. I want to do more of the solo date thing. So I think I'll definitely have some pictures, inspo photos for solo dates, more cafe dates on my own. Because I think I only went once last month. It was my first time doing it, so obviously it's not something that's just going to come really easily or something I'll do very readily. So yeah, I'm proud of the fact that I did it once, so it's all good. So this month I want to do a little bit more of that. My usual reading and journaling, growing my YouTube channel. I think, you know, I started it this month, which was great. I don't know if I had that in my vision board about YouTube channel. No, I didn't really. Oh, I did have because I got a camera for my birthday and I had a little photo of kind of into using the camera, and I feel like I did that a lot. I was practicing a lot, I guess in preparation for this YouTube channel. So yeah, want to focus on that. And yeah, also dancing. If you watched my last video it was a get to know me, I talked about Latin dancing and how I do it, and I feel like the last few months I've just been on and off dancing, so I want to get back into more of a routine with dancing. Yeah, I think those are the things that I have at the moment. And yeah, so next steps, what I do next is I get my laptop and go on Pinterest, and I make a Pinterest board. So I have my laptop here, and I will go on Pinterest and make a Pinterest board. And usually when I go on Pinterest, I'll find pins that I like. So I'll start with things that I know that I definitely want on my board. And then sometimes when you click something, it'll give you other options, other pins that are kind of related to that in terms of aesthetic or the content or whatever. And I will then add those pins, I'll use those pins for my board as well. So yeah, so I'll go on Pinterest, make a board, and even if you're not going to use all the pins, just get as many as you can find, and a theme will start coming together. Even if you don't need to have a color theme. So I'm thinking red, but in the end it might not be red. We'll see. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. And then what I do is I pick all the pins that I really, really want, that I really, really like. And I'll put them into a Word document, and then I'll go print them. And yeah, then we stick it in and make the spread. So I will show you what I do on Pinterest, so you can kind of get an idea of how I pick the pins, how I choose them, how I make my board, the aesthetic and everything. So yeah, I'll show you that now. So we're on Pinterest now, and what we're going to do is create a board. So we go to create board, and I'm going to call my board March Aesthetic Mood Board. You can call it whatever you want, and then we're going to create it. Pinterest will provide some initial like pins that you might want to use or save on your board. Since March for us in Australia is like autumn, I feel like all of these were very spring. However, I did see like a few little things that I liked. But yeah, everything's very spring. I think there's one here that I was looking at. So I saved that one because it feels like could be used for my board. So now what we're going to do, go to home and we're going to search. As you can see, Bad Bunny concert outfit is what I was searching last because I'm going to the Bad Bunny concert this weekend. I'm so excited. And I'm going to search summer to autumn transition outfits. This is kind of like the vibe that I want for this month. Boot season is upon us and I cannot wait. I'm missing my boots. So I'm just going to go through and kind of pin anything that takes my fancy that I feel like would be perfect for a March outfit. I'm obviously loving the boots outfits. Cute loafers and socks. Definitely going to be rocking that in March. I feel like I've picked enough pins for the transition outfits on my board. So now I'm going to search for solo cafe date aesthetic. Literally put aesthetic at the end of everything you want to search for on Pinterest. I love these cafe, solo cafe date pics. So cute. So I'm just going to find a few from here. I hate how Pinterest has so many ads now. Like you can't even tell what are the pins and what are the ads. It's kind of annoying. It really distracts from the pretty board you're making. But anyway. So we finished that search. And now I'll give you another idea for getting more pins. So if you go to your board and then click more ideas, Pinterest will give you a whole range of pins that relate to the pictures you've already pinned on your board. So this kind of relates to the aesthetic I'm trying to build with my March mood board. And then I just go ahead and like pin anything cute that I see, anything that I feel will match the aesthetic I'm going for. I mentioned that I wanted to add Latin dancing to my board, and these pins obviously don't have anything related to that, so I'm going to go back to home and search Latin dance aesthetic and grab some pins from here. It was so pretty. And I think I've grabbed enough from there, so I'm just going to go see what my board is looking like now and see if I have everything that I need, or mostly. So yeah, I might add some more pins, But yeah, this is like my process. Okay, so that is done. All the pins have been pinned and found. Now what I'm going to do is pick the ones I like the most. Could be all of them. We'll see. Transfer them onto a Word doc, and then I will go print them. I will be printing them at office work, so I might go later today or maybe tomorrow, because I don't think I have time right now to go print them. But yes, I will see you once I've printed them all, and then I will get into making the mood board, doing the spread. And yes, that's my little process of actually, finding what I want for my Pinterest board. Also, I forgot to say that you can print out like some letters spelling out March. You can find them on Pinterest. I found them before, like March junction or sticker, and you'll find one. That's what I did for my February one. But now I have like a sticker sheet of letters, so I can spell out March with the stickers, which is a bit easier. So if you have the stickers, you can use those, or like I said, just print out the word March. You can find some pretty ones that will match your mood board, or whatever really. Even if you go on Word and play with fonts or whatever you want, you can do that. So don't forget about that. And I think that is all for like the process of finding what I want for my mood board. And I'll see you once I have printed everything out. And yeah. Okay, so what I did next was grabbed some of those pins from my board, put them in a Word doc, and then I went to print them out. And here we have all the pins that I'm going to use for my March mood board. And yeah, I'm loving this kind of aesthetic. I feel like there's a real theme here. There's pops of like red and like burgundy, and yeah, not too like deep brown or anything, which I feel like is such an autumn color because it's only the beginning of autumn. But I feel like this is what I wanted in terms of color and the vibe. So really happy with these pins. Hello everyone, we are back. Pictures are printed, I just showed you. I have a lovely candle burning, which I always like to do while I'm drunk journaling. It's like, this is from Book of the Wick. It's a book related candle. This is the Girls' Night In candle. It's a cozy Christmas candle, but I still have it left over from Christmas. I'm just gonna use it. It smells like gingerbread, so it's really like comforting. It's a comforting smell. So yeah, and I have a cup of tea, which I always like to have while I'm doing this. While I love, kind of setting up like this when I'm doing anything crafty. So we're going to get right into it. I didn't know how I wanted to like set this up for you to see, but I think I kind of wanted to do this as like a chatty, like, just me doing my craft and chatting to you, and I feel like you'll be able to like kind of see what I'm doing, and I'll explain, things that I'm doing. I think for future videos, I'll probably like to film from different angles and things like that. Let me know what you think. If you have any ideas for me, I would love that. If my boyfriend was here, I'd probably get him to like, help set up a camera from like above so you can see everything like from a top point of view, which might be better. But I just thought, I'll kind of do like a little talking and journaling situation here to make it feel a bit more cozy as well. So I'm going to clip this on so I've got my hands free. So we'll open my journal to like a fresh page. My journal. Sometimes I put like a clip here to kind of hold it together, but I think it's pretty flat. Okay, so what I like to do is I'll cut out a few pictures, not all of them. I'm gonna cut some out and spread them out, kind of see what I want, and then we'll go from there. Okay, my little scissors. I have these cute little scissors I got from Amazon. They're just so easy to keep in a little pencil case and come out like that. If you're able to see them properly. Yeah, they're really cute. They cut pretty well actually for like, you know, these little things. They look blunt, but I feel like they're not that blunt. So yeah. I only started junk journaling I think in October last year, which was actually when Martina Calvi, she's the one that owns the store that makes these journals. She designed these junk journals. And she's kind of like a pioneer of junk journaling, I would say. So she released a book called A Year of Junk Journaling. And I'm pretty like up to date with book events. So I have a bookstagram and I keep tabs on like any events that are happening that I might be interested in. So any like bookstore events and things like that. Like I'm all over. And I saw this event that was like a free signing. So it's like a meet and greet. So you can meet Martina, get your book signed. And that was when I was kind of like curious about junk journaling. So I'm like, what is this? This looks interesting. I don't just want to go to a book signing I know nothing about. That's when I kind of started doing my research about what junk journaling is, and then I was like obsessed with the idea of starting and doing it. And I was like, oh my god, I need to do it. Then I got myself this journal. And then I went to the book signing, I met Martina, I got my book signed. And yeah, that's kind of how I got into this, and I'm loving it. Usually with the book that she wrote, A Year of Junk Journaling, it has journaling prompts. So it's kind of designed for like, I think there's like 52 journaling prompts, so like one for every week of the year. And she's designed it so, you know, you can follow a prompt per week, you know, to kind of give you inspiration for your journaling. I don't use it in like the order that it's in, and Martina actually explains in the book like different ways you can use it. And the way I use it is when I want to junk journal and I don't know what I want to do, if I'm kind of stuck, and you know, I don't know what I want to journal, or I don't know how to put the ephemera that I've collected together, like I don't know how it could look good, then I will you know, look into the book, A Year of Junk Journaling, and I'll find inspiration, and I always do. There's so many things and so many ideas, and there are even things that are just unexpected, like little crafty projects that you can like do for your journal. It's really cool. I will definitely for my next junk journaling session, I'll be using Martina's book for inspiration. You can kind of see my process using her book, and I highly recommend getting her book if you're a junk journaler, of course, or if you're wanting to start junk journaling, because I feel like her book is like the perfect starting point. Yeah, so that's my journey into junk journaling. And it's, for me, it's like a creative outlet because I'm not a naturally creative person. I think sometimes it might seem like I am from the things that I like and the things I enjoy doing, but I'm not. I'm not like an artsy person. I was never into art at school. I was horrible at it, to be honest. I can't draw, I can't paint. My handwriting is terrible. Like, I can't even do like cute, like, I don't know, like, you know, there was a phase of people making bullet journals and things, and I so desperately wanted to, and like, you know, write like just drawing stuff and having cool writing and making it look neat and pretty, but I can't make it look neat and pretty because no matter how hard I try, my handwriting is not good. Like, it's okay, but it's not it's just not neat and it's not cute. I'm definitely more of a coffee girl than a tea girl. I love my coffee. I do drink. I drink a lot of coffee, unfortunately. It's probably not great, but I feel like it's from my Italian side. My mum drinks so many coffees a day. I usually make coffee in a cafetiera, or a mocha pot as it's sometimes called, just on the stove top, and yeah, it's my favorite thing. But I do enjoy like tea in the afternoon. And this is chamomile and spearmint. I thought it was like nice and relaxing, you know. But I love black tea. So I love English breakfast, which is also caffeinated. I just love caffeine. Yeah, I'll have like tea throughout the day as well. Tea and coffee. So bad. I need to reduce, but it's hard. Yeah. I'm really loving the way my hair is looking today. I did my hair in my hair rollers just before this, and I absolutely love them. My friends got me the Mermaid digital hair rollers. So basically you plug them in, you heat them up, they're on this cute little pink stand thing, and then there's little clips on the side. It's so cute. I will do like a proper video of me doing my hair with the hair rollers, but they're just adorable and it's so my vibe. You probably saw I made a short, a YouTube short of me, my little hair rollers in. And yeah, I adore them. And they actually work. I feel like when you put them in, it says you can leave them in for up to like for 15 minutes to minimum 15 minutes to around 45 minutes. You can leave them in for as long as you want though. The first time I did these curls, I left the rollers in for like an hour just because I got carried away doing other stuff, which is a good thing about these hair rollers. Basically, literally it takes 10 minutes to put your hair in, and then you can just go around doing other stuff and not have to think about the curls. Like, it just does it all itself, you know. And so yeah, I got a bit carried away doing other stuff, and I left them in for an hour, and the curls were so like tight, and I don't know, it just didn't look that great. So the next time I did them for half an hour, because it does say if you want your curls to last long, leave them in longer. And if you want less of a curl and more like maybe like a blow dry effect, not necessarily a curl, leave them in for less time. So I kind of wanted like an in-between. So I left them in for half an hour and it was perfect. These ones I left in for 15 to 20 minutes and I feel like this was the vibe I was going for. Especially with the headband. But yeah, and I am loving the blonde in my hair. So I recently, this is the lightest I've ever been, hair color wise. And I'm actually really loving it. And I'm thinking to even go a bit lighter in a few months when I go back to tone my hair. I didn't think I'd like it this much, to be honest, because I'm very attached to my dark hair. My hair's naturally like dark brown. Obviously I love it, but I just wanted to be like blonde for like one time in my life. So this is my blonde moment. Okay, so we've got all our little pictures cut out. I cut out all of them. And what I'm gonna do now is kind of like set them up, move them around, that kind of thing, and see how everything looks together. I've also got I also printed out some colored backgrounds and things to kind of add a bit more color to my spread, but I don't know where they are at the moment. I printed out this to kind of add, a bit of background, kind of go for the vibe, the going into autumn vibe that I am after. I've been loving doing these mood boards for the beginning of the month, but I really need to look at them more. Sometimes I feel like, I do these spreads in my junk journal and then I just leave them, but I really should go through them and look at them and admire them. But I think especially for mood boards, if you're manifesting something, you really should look at things and be present and yeah, that kind of thing. So let's see what we have here. I'm just going to arrange it and then I will show you how it all looks together. Okay, very cute. I like this one. There. And honestly, don't think too much when you're doing this. That's what I was doing at the beginning and I was like, oh my god, doesn't look pretty, and you just overthink. Don't overthink, just put things, you can always rearrange it. You haven't stuck it down yet, it's okay. Group things together or make everything random, different things next to each other. Overlap things. Don't be scared to do that kind of thing, because this is a junk journal. You just want, it's everywhere. What else do I want in here? Put that over there. And I like this here. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. It's a bit everywhere. And I think I'll decorate with some stickers. If you have white spots, stickers are your best friend. If you have blank spaces in between, stickers all the way. Even little words or, things. I will show you how I've set it up so far. I've left out 2 pictures. I don't know if I want them in yet or not. I like that better. Okay, I'll show you what I have so far and then I'll go through the next kind of steps. Here is what I have so far. I really like how it's all come together. It's a bit messy, it's a bit random. I really like it. I might add more of the background. I'm just gonna put some polka dot background there. Got a bit of a background behind there, but I think I'll add some more just to tie it a bit together because that is a bit random, I think. Then I'll obviously add stickers where there's blank spaces. And yes, I am really liking it. So I'm gonna cut out more of these like backgroundy things. This one, yeah. More of these background things to kind of tie everything together. Get a bit of a color theme happening. So I'm actually pretty happy with how it looked. I feel like you always have like an idea in your head of what you want things to look like, and sometimes it doesn't turn out that way. I think for this one, I honestly had no idea what it was going to look like. But it has, and in doing that, I've just exceeded my own expectations. So I'm very happy. Let's add a bit of these kind of reddish toned colours. Yeah. And I'll also add, in the spaces, like I said, I'll add stickers and make sure they're kind of in the same colour theme as well. This one can go here. I like that, I like that. Okay. I also want to add, obviously this is a March mood board, and I'm gonna have March, the month March, in the middle there in letters. So I bought this alphabet stickers, junk journaling sticker book. I literally got it from Kmart because they have like a junk journaling range now at Kmart, which is insane. But I got this so I could just, you know, pick the letters and just stick it on. They have different like stickers, like colorful ones. There's like more plain ones. I think I'll go with colorful. Yeah. I just don't know if I'm going to write March in English or in Italian. If you don't know, I am half Italian. I'm trying to improve my spoken Italian. I feel like I can understand it, I can write it. When it comes to speaking, I always get like a mental blank when I'm talking to, it's just because I don't speak it enough. Only my mum speaks it, so I only talk to her, and we just talk about the same things all the time. It's not like talking to a friend where you just talk about, you know, so many different things or so many different topics. So I don't have that practice. So anyway, I'm trying to get better at it because I am going to Europe in July, August. And last time I went 2 years ago, and I feel like compared to the previous time I had gone, my Italian had improved a lot. So this time I want to like again go there and be a bit more confident in speaking to people. So yeah, I think I can do it. Maybe writing the month in Italian will kind of add to that, and it will also add to the fact that that's another thing I want to focus on this month. So yeah, I might do that. I think I'll do that at the end when everything is glued down, and then I'll write March. Alternatively, like you can stick your letters down, you can stick March down and put your pictures around it if you want that. But I think I'll just do it like on top of everything because I feel like I have a lot of pictures, and yeah, I'll just kind of overlap it. So that's what I'm going to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue everything down. I'll just show you the glue that I use. I use glue tape, especially because these are just like printed on paper. If you have thicker ephemera, I would recommend like a liquid glue. This is the glue that I use when I'm sticking down, you know, like maybe cardboard things or gems or like anything that's thicker than paper. I'll use this, and this works so well. A lot of people rave about this. But just for paper, I use my glue tape. I got this on Amazon. It came in like a pack of 4, and they're just so good. It's just like a whiteout, but it whites out tape instead of whiteout. It's just really easy. I find it better than a glue stick because glue stick is a bit messy. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and glue everything down, and I will come back once that's done. And I'll show you how I stick the letters on, and also stickers like for decoration. I will show you that. But yeah, I'll just glue this all down so it's all done. So everything is glued down now. I love it. And now I'm gonna get some stickers. So I've printed out like some stickers like that you just cut out from paper as well, and I can just like fill in some blanks, maybe add something a bit there too. Maybe just, you know, to make everything not look so like in a collage, kind of just like add stickers like in between, just pretty it up a bit. So yeah, and then we'll add March in the middle, or marzo in Italian. We'll see what I decide. Okay, so I've cut out like little sticker things that I want to add. So I've just kind of set them up where I want them to go, so I'm going to glue them down now. I've run out of my little glue tape, so I'm just going to be using the Elmer's liquid glue to glue them down. So yeah, so I'll glue all these down and I'll show you what everything looks like before we add the month. Ooh. Okay, so at the moment I'm listening to the audiobook of How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates, which I'm loving. Slash a comedy, slash a rom-com, which is interesting. It's kind of got like a thriller vibe, but it's also a bit of a romance, and it's interesting. It's definitely like, I would definitely recommend it. It's by an Australian author called Shaylee Thompson. And she's, yeah, it's amazing actually, like what she's done. It's like a whole new genre. I love it. And the audiobook, like, so good. I'm not really into audiobooks, but I kind of had to listen to the audiobook because the book is sold out everywhere. Literally everywhere. Even on Amazon it's sold out, or at least the cover that I want. And so I just had to start reading it, or start listening to the audiobook, because I do have a book club for it. So yeah, I need to finish it. Now the stickers. So I've never used this before, so we'll see how we go. I think I want it in Italian. I want marzo, so I want it a little bit different, you know. I think I want the colored letters for mine. It's done. You know, I kind of like it. I'm very happy. I'm happy. I wish the letters did stick out more. But no, I'm happy. And here we go. Let me move the candle out of the way, 'cause there we go. I'm actually really happy with it. It's really pretty. I think it's what I wanted out of my March mood board. So yeah, so pretty. Yay. I love it. I really love it. It's so cute. Yeah. I'll do a little close-up video as well so you can have a look at the details and everything. But yeah, that is it. That was my March mood board. yeah, that took about an hour. Yeah. So if you have an hour of spare time and you want to do something creative, I highly recommend doing a little monthly mood board. It was so fun. It's very creative, and once you like see it on the page, you're like, oh my god, I love this. It looks so pretty. It looks like a Pinterest board. And that's kind of what I love to do. I love Pinterest. It's my creative outlet because, like I said, I'm not like naturally creative or skilled, should I say. I'm not skilled. But yeah, I love putting together things like this. This is just so pretty. I love it. And I feel like it has everything that I want March to be. And thank you so much for joining me to make my mood board. I absolutely love it. And please like this video. Please comment if you like this. Comment if you also love junk journaling. I'd love to connect. Also, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.